Welcome to another edition of Small Talk for You. This morning I wanted to take a look at Squeak 4.2. One of the first things you should realize is that if you go to the Squeak website and you scroll down, you'll find that the download link still goes to Squeak 4.1. What you want to do is go over here to the right, follow the all-in-one link, and that will get you Squeak 4.2. So with that out of the way, I wanted to take a look at the installer framework because this is something that's at least new to me. It's in Squeak 4.2 and it makes installing configurations a little easier. One of the things I've done recently is shown you how to load Seaside into a base Squeak or Pharaoh image. And it's been a little more convoluted the way I've opened up a Monticello browser, added a repository. This is a little simpler. What you can do is you can grab the installer object and you can tell it to look at a Squeak source project of this name and then install it. And that'll do the whole thing. There are a couple of shortcuts you can go through though. You can tell the installer that you're talking to Monticello, give it an HTTP URL, and then you can view, and that'll bring the repository down and view. It takes a little bit because it has to parse through it and it'll bring up the viewer in the Monticello system, but that can, again, if you want to actually look at what's in there, that's one way to do it. If you just want to actually grab a reference to the thing, on the other hand, you can do this. Installer Monticello HTTP, put it here, and then you can tell it to install a specific load order test configuration. So this is one configuration. I could have grabbed configuration of Seaside 3.0. That's another configuration. So I can grab something and tell it to install it. I can also shortcut it. So I can tell the installer, grab this thing and remember it under this logical name. And then once I have that logical name, I can do something like this. Seaside 3.0 install : load order tests. And that will actually go ahead and create that reference for me, and I can do something like this, do load. So let's do these things. Let's go ahead and do this and create that reference, and that'll create it. So once I've created this shortcut, what I can do is I can grab this class, and to show you that it's there, let's go ahead and open a browser, and we'll scroll down. So by having done that last step, I created this in the category load order tests. I created this class, and if you go down here to load and test, you see there's a method, do load. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll create a new instance of it, do a load on it, and it's going to do really the same exact thing here that this step up here would have done. So I can put in my initials. Let's just put something there, hit accept, and password says empty is fine, so we'll say accept. And then it's going to prompt me because this particular configuration wants this kind of thing. I'll say, yeah, go ahead and run the test after I finish loading it. And what it's going to do is it's going to load this configuration, bring Seaside 3.0 in, and then it's going to run the test suite so that I can verify that everything actually works. So I have to accept a few things because this is a little interactive as I go through, so I'm going to just password my way through this. It's going to take a little bit to do all these things. So once you've done that, it'll start bringing everything down, and it'll install and run the tests. So that's about it for today. Until next time, have fun with whatever small talk you're using.